Coach, I started PT school in 1976 at University of Wisconsin, and also picked up coaching the Madison Speed Skating Club part-time for those 4 years that I was in school. And my summer job for the first 2 years that I was in Madison was painting Eric Hyden's house, hired by his mom and dad. I painted some of the inside and a lot of the outside of the house. Then the next summer I painted Eric Hyden's grandpa's house because I had skated against Eric the year before in the Olympic trial. It was really fun for me because for 2 summers in a row, Eric Hyden is winning everything under the sun, and then he's coming home to train in the summers, and I would see him every day, and we'd talk. There was a lot of girl speed skaters in Madison at the time, but there wasn't a lot of guys. So I actually trained with Eric a few times a week, just because he needed company, not because I could keep up with him. And so he called me on the phone one day, and hi, Mr. Corby, this is Jordan. I was like, oh, hi, Jordan. So I was wondering, could you come out and coach me? And I was just like, how can you possibly say no to a 14-year-old kid who calls you? And so I said, well, actually, my PT business is calming down a little bit. I can come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays and on weekends and coach you. He was just a typical skinny 14-year-old kid. But he had phenomenal corners. As you could see right away, like, oh my gosh, this kid can really skate corners. I didn't know what his potential was going to be because he still was young and still a teenager and stuff. But he was dedicated. He would do anything to go fast. I'll do anything. So even when we got to the point where it really started to blossom and I said, okay, you're big enough and strong enough, you can handle a summer program. I will write you a really top level summer program. If you do it all, you'll get better. But you got to do all the workouts. Will you do it? Yes, I'll do anything. I'll do anything. It's been pretty fun, and we just get along. And when I see that I have to call him on something, I usually try and okay. So these are my reasons for why you shouldn't be doing this. And he's like, oh, okay. And sometimes he goes, no, these are my reasons for doing this, and then I'll be like, okay, that's a valid point. Okay, so
I wanted him because he had coached the Olympic team before, and he was a physical therapist, so they know a lot about the body. So, and when he worked on me, it healed up so quickly, and when he works on other people too, they feel it. It's just he's really good at it. So, and I checked some of his programs. He sent them to me, and he had like a summer program that I'd never seen before. Nobody's ever given me like weightlifting doing this summer, cycling and all this stuff. So it was, I started getting stronger right away when I started doing his program. So that's kind of how that started. And other people had recommended him to me, like my previous coach who then passed away, he was talking about how good he was, and some other people recommended him. We both communicate back and forth and talk about what we're going to do. And we make it so it works for both of us versus another coach who just says, do this, do this, do this. And the skater doesn't really understand what they're doing or why they're doing it. We kind of get into the depth of it, and we both understand each other, how we want to do it. So we work together really closely in that aspect. But yeah, it's just other coaches, they just have their skaters trained blind, and they don't know what they're doing, why they're doing it. But he explains that a bit more and how it's going to help the future. So that's his strong point.
The goal was that I'm going to coach you through the 76, through the 2026 Olympics, and then I'll be done. But now he's doing so well, there's just one person that I need to talk into me continuing to coach, and that is my wife. So okay. I would like to coach longer, but I also am getting pretty old, and I'm not sure they're going to let me on the ice with skates attached to my walker.
So 2 more Olympics, we can count on you for coaching. Okay, deal?
Yeah, deal.
It's in video now, so you're.
I'm locked in
we'll
now.
Talk to Pam.